Had they made just one of the 27 three-pointers, they wouldn't have lost to the Golden State Warriors. Years later, the Houston Rockets still have a feeling of regret about that Game 7. They, on the brink of stepping into the finals, lost their way in the second half, not making any of the 27 attempted three-point shots. What actually happened? Rewind to the start of the 2018 season. After seeing the Warriors with Durant win the championship, other teams in the league began to strengthen tactically, and leading them was the Houston Rockets. They introduced Chris Paul, the NBA's top point guard, hoping he could better coordinate the team and help them beat the Golden State Warriors. In the regular season opener, the Houston Rockets faced the defending champions Golden State Warriors. The Rockets easily defeated the Warriors, setting the tone for the Warriors this season. How to overcome the mountainous hurdle that was the Rockets. During the regular season, every team that faced the Warriors played above and beyond, wanting to prove that they were no weaker. However, the strength of the defending champions was undeniable. As they entered the playoffs in second place in the West, the team in first place was none other than their rivals throughout the season, the Houston Rockets. Their unique basketball system allowed Harden to shine, and the team's three-pointers were in no way inferior to the Golden State Warriors. Both teams easily defeated their opponents to meet each other on the stage of the Western Conference Finals, a war that could break out at any time. The Golden State Warriors took the lead by winning a game, but the Rockets were not to be outdone, successfully defending their home court. According to the normal progression of the game, the chances of the Golden State Warriors winning were very high. But from the start of the fourth game, the injury of Andre Iguodala casted a shadow over this round of the series. The Houston Rockets took advantage of the victory, but there was also some bad news. Paul strained his hamstring when the game was already decided, which led to him missing the following games. After the start of the sixth game, the Golden State Warriors leveraged their championship pedigree, caught the Rockets off guard, and successfully pushed the series to a decisive Game 7. In the first half of Game 7, the Rockets firmly took a 15-point lead. At halftime, in the locker room, not a single word was uttered by the Warriors. Seemed like they were awaiting judgment. But after the second half started, the situation on the field changed dramatically. The Rockets' highly regarded 3 points just couldn't land no matter how they shot. On the contrary, the Warriors were having a good game. Step by step they catched up the score. The shooting percentage of the Rockets did not improve. They even managed the awkward performance of 27 three-point attempts without a single hit. What's worse is that it happened on their home court. In the end, the Warriors successfully staged a comeback and wiped out the Rockets' last breath. Years later, the Rockets fans still couldn't forget this series. If they'd made even a single three-pointer, they might not have been eliminated by the Warriors. This was the most helpless moment of LeBron James' career. He watched J.R. Smith run the ball out of bounds, signaling him to shoot frantically. But J.R.'s mind had already short-circuited at this moment. Completely unaware that the score was tied, he thought the Cavaliers were about to win. So what happened? In the 2018 playoffs, the Golden State Warriors overcame the opposition from the Houston Rockets and launched their final assault towards their dynasty. The Cleveland Cavaliers in the East was not easy either. They had experienced 2 major lineup changes in the middle of the season. The departure of Kyrie Irving reduced their strength a lot, and adding to that was Isaiah Thomas's incompatibility with the team. At midseason they slid to the bottom of the league. LeBron could only shoulder the team and move forward. Seeing that the team's veterans were not performing, the management again overhauled the roster. They packaged Derrick Rose and Isaiah Thomas in exchange for efficient players like Hood and Hill. Thus LeBron led such a team into the playoffs, and that year he yet again proved his mettle. In addition to slaying the Raptors a few times, especially in the Eastern Conference Finals Game 7, he completed a 2+1 against Morris which won the game. At the Eastern Conference Championship ceremony, while the other Cavaliers players were celebrating, LeBron was in the corner, gasping for air. He knew it wasn't enough yet. The finals had an even stronger opponent waiting. Sure enough, the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers met again in the finals. Facing the extremely strong Golden State Warriors, LeBron wanted to try his hardest. Won a game on the road, so he dragged the Cavaliers to move forward step by step in the entire game. When the regular time was about to end, the Cavaliers tied the game with the Warriors. George Hill could have made a free throw to secure the victory, but his free throw didn't land. JR successfully grabbed the rebound. At this moment, he thought the Cavaliers were leading, so he ran the ball towards out of bounds, even ignoring LeBron shouting at him. By the end of the regular time, he reacted. In the overtime break, LeBron sat on the bench silently. In the end, the Cavaliers were defeated in overtime, lost a game they should have won. After this battle, the Cavaliers were no longer spirited. They lost 4 games in a row to the Golden State Warriors. Who could have expected that? The intense battle between Cavaliers and Warriors would end in such a way. After winning the championship, Kevin Durant was incredibly excited. Holding LeBron, he said to him, "Now we're even." But for Curry, this championship was far from enough, because he still hadn't won his own FMVP. The endless doubt outside would not cease. "Our goal is simple. That's to achieve a three-peat. During an interview, Curry was confident and bold because his teammate Kevin Durant had chosen to take a pay cut to keep other teammates. If the team cannot win the championship again, Durant might leave. But if you look through history, could a team win a three-peat? Apart from having solid strength, unity in the team is the key to win or lose. Taking a look at his own team, Draymond Green seemed to have major opinions about Durant. Whether on or off the court, Green seemed to not consider Durant as one of his own. In such a state, could the team really get a three-peat? As the season progressed, the atmosphere within the Golden State Warriors became increasingly strange. The other team members seemed to consciously or unconsciously exclude Durant. Finally, during a game against the Clippers, these emotions erupted. It was a regular season game. The Clippers players fought fiercely. As for the match, it hadn't ended yet and had no clear winner. The situation then was when Green grabbed a rebound and Durant called for the ball. But Green seemed unwilling to give it to Durant. So he held the ball all the way to the front court, ultimately losing the ball. In the end, Durant yells at Green, "Hey, give me the damn ball." Unexpectedly, Draymond Green was not to be outdone. "We were already champions before you came." Upon hearing this, Durant laughed wryly and stopped talking. Now he understood. The Warriors always considered him as an outsider. After this conflict, Durant hoped that someone from the team could stand up and speak for him, but the whole team kept a consistent silence. Even Curry and Kurt did not say much about it. On a program many years later, Durant revealed the real reason why he left the Warriors. What he cared about was exactly after this incident. The whole team chose to stay silent. But now is not the time for him to consider this. Achieving a three-peat is what the Warriors need to do now.